Hey, now fuck the intro. Come on. Welcome to our channel.
Welcome everybody to our channel. It's the Melanated Love reporting live from London. Welcome to our first YouTube video. It has been a really long time coming. We have been thinking about this for a really long time, and we are finally coming at you with our first video. Hopefully it'll be the first of many. So we're gonna get straight into kind of introductions, and then we'll get into the purpose of the video and how we met. Why we met, because of the grace of God. Thank you, Lord.
Listen, so I'm married to a teacher, so everything has been structured in my life at this point, so I'm great now. But the purpose of this channel is basically to kind of show young black love, showing you how we interact, showing you the benefits of being in a beautiful relationship, showing you the ins and outs of marriage, the good. There's no bad. The bad, people say it's bad, is like it's more so a understanding of like who you are as a person, not like complaining about life and things. So yeah, we're just gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive into long distance, how we made that work for about like 6-7 months, because clearly we weren't patient at all.
Hopefully you can hear that we're from different sides of the world.
So yeah, as you can tell, we'll talk about that a little later, but yeah, so we're just gonna dive into just a few things, and we'll do the intros now.
So my name is Deandra Paul. That's
last name is for Americans.
Surname. I am 26 years old. Originally from Ghana. Whoop, 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 whoop,
Nah, you
it's actually nearly Ghana independence, by the way.
You were born here.
But I was born in the UK, and I live in a nice town in Kent, which I really, really love. I've been here for like the last 10 to 12 years, something like that. Yeah.
So I am the American. I am Thornton Paul.
For us British people, that's Thornton.
Yeah, without
Thornton.
The chocolate without the N.
Yeah.
I am, like I said, American, but I am a Haitian descent, 1804. Show the tattoos later. I'm from Roxbury. I'm very polished, but in this style of dialogue, I would like to be very hood rat. And I will show that in these videos. As you can tell, her face.
You've never been a hood rat in your life.
Listen, as you see the face. The minute I spoke to her, she was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, anyways, but yeah, so I'm lucky enough to have her as my wife, to have my last name. So this is legitimately why we want to start this video and kind of dissect a lot of things about us. So do you want to kind of start how we met, or should I start how we met?
So obviously we're going to give it to you from two different perspectives. I think I'm going to start because I think mine started, I guess it didn't start earlier than yours, but I'm going to start with the context, and then I'll hand over to Thornton to explain how we cross paths. So I used to teach. I've taught for 5 years now in total. And after doing Teach First, which those of you that are from the UK will know or may know that it's a teacher training program where it's quite intense. You do 2 years in a challenging school and complete your teacher training qualification whilst you are working. So I did that for 2 years. After
Hold on. Sorry. I just realized why, like, when I met her, I kind of fell in love. The face is gorgeous and the voice. I get like familiarity kind of fucks you up sometimes because you're used to it, but like the voice. Listen, please. Listen, accent.
So I taught for 2 years on Teach First. It was really, really challenging. Absolutely. I wouldn't say I hated it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not teaching in London no more. So I applied for a job in Dubai. Thankfully got it. It was an amazing move. So I moved like then in like 2017-ish. And whilst I was out there, I had a lot of visitors. Obviously, everyone wants to come to Dubai, and I had my own flat, and everyone wants to come and stay in that flat.
Apartment for
Americans. So at some point, two of my very close friends, Michelle and Tina, came out to visit me in Dubai, and we kind of treated it as a girls' trip, and that's where everything started. So the first night of the girls' trip, we went out to some apartment party. And then the next night, we ended up at a nightclub.
Okay, so this is gonna be like power a little bit, two different stories. But like to rewind that, so this for me, this process kind of started in January. It like there's like a lot of moving parts, but for me, I was dealing with someone in January. And whoever watched this video is like, no, I'm not holding anything back. I don't care who hears it. There's no negatives to this. Everything is factual. So whatever it is, it is. Anyways, so I was dealing with someone at the time in January, and that year, nah, I just said relevant. But yeah, that year, around January, there was just a lot of things going on, and I was close to releasing my book. I was in and out of a relationship with someone I thought that I was supposed to be with, and I felt like it was more so like of a situation where I felt like I was doing her wrong in the past like few years. So I felt like I owed it to her to kind of make it work. But it was met with a lot of like, you know, you hurt me in the past type of situation. So it just didn't feel right. It felt like it was forced. So those 2 months, I decided that I wanted to go to Dubai, basically. I didn't want to wait for anyone. So this was like my kind of gift to myself.
For his birthday?
For my birthday, essentially in March. So January time, I booked my trip to Dubai. It was between Jamaica, Greece, I think, and Dubai. But Dubai was like, I've always written down, I like manifesting things has been big for me. I've always manifested like being in Dubai. So like, I booked a trip to Dubai, didn't wait for anyone, didn't want to wait for anyone because I just listened to my gut in that situation because I just knew that, you know, I didn't want to be on anyone else's time.
Can I pause you there?
Yeah.
Now that I'm married to him, it makes total sense. He is a very popular loner. Like, he is happy to do stuff all on his own.
Bro.
I think we'll come to that later in another video, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the, like, this meme going on right now. I'm not the friend that's trying to party. I'm the friend that like gets shit done. I'm the travel person. That's what I like. So fast forward to March, my birthday time. I have a conversation with the person that I was on and off with, kind of discussing like where we were. We just knew it wasn't just like the right fit. You know, she probably wanted to have a conversation after my birthday, but left going in there knowing that like we were going separate ways for the most part, and then maybe discuss talking when I come back. Fly to Dubai on my birthday, get into Dubai very late at night.
You didn't tell the really important bit.
What part? Oh, sorry. We went.
This is why you have to write a to-do list.
Listen.
Of things to say.
Listen, I'm the big picture guy. She's the step-by-step
How did you
person.
forget that?
You know, listen. Anyways, yeah, this is the like legit the main part. So I am very big on manifesting what you want in life. Like, I feel like I've messed up. Sorry for the young kids that are watching. When I have something I want and I try to do it like with my own power. When I do things with God, I like create the image in my mind. I see it as done. I typically get it. Any friends, family members can attest to that. So the day before I went to Dubai, I went to this place in Roxbury called Fort Hill. It's like a dope lighthouse. It's quiet, a lot of solitude in that area. So this is where I typically manifest anything. Like, I've been able to manifest create my own book there. I've been able to manifest being in a big publication, Essence, that I really wanted to be in. Just a bunch of things. So at that point, I basically like was fed up with a lot of things. I think you typically get to your goals when you are sick and tired of where you are. So for me, I basically just went on a rant for maybe 2-3 hours, maybe more. I'm not too sure, but like I just had time. So I basically was speaking to God the whole time and manifesting. For me, the main thing was the woman I wanted. Like, I was very, 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 very detailed with the woman I wanted, from her height, her complexion, her eyes, her lip size, her character, her discipline, how foolish and annoying she is. I'm kind of regretting that now. the type of mom she'll be, the type of individual she'll be, like this, everything you can think of, like to the size of her feet. If I honestly, like, just detailed. Yeah, the detail, baby, detail. That's how I got you, boo. That's how I got you. Anyways, throughout the whole process, I just felt like I saw what I wanted. Like, you can sometimes you can just feel it. I felt like it was already done, and I just released it. So I went through the process of getting packed. I got packed like the day before, like always. And I head to Dubai, 16-hour trip. It was just a dope, like, for me, I didn't care. The flight was fine. I get to Dubai. Throughout the process of Dubai, before I met her, it was about like 3 days of just sightseeing. I wasn't on anyone else's time. Like, so if you're someone that, like, this feels like you gave up on your city, your state, the country, just fly somewhere. I'm not saying look into finding someone, but if you can just manifest something, I think you should. But for me, like, day 3, I think at night, I decided to go to this club. I wasn't trying to, but I decided to go to a club. Like, it's considered the best.
Shout out to Christina.
Who?
Who else helped you to go to the club?
Christina. No, it wasn't Christina. It was Steffi.
My bad.
It was Erica. This good female friends. No. The scary thing about it is a lot of my friends, like, saw it before I did. They said that you're gonna come back with some kind of, like, they thought it was gonna be like some Arabian princess. I was like, nah, it's not going down like that. But came back with something better. Anyways, yeah, I get dressed, get ready to go to this club called White. This club called White, for our family members that are about to go to Dubai with us whenever we go. It's probably the best club I've ever been to. I don't club, but this shit was serious.
It's popping. When I lived in Dubai, White was like my go-to. I knew that if I'm going White, it's gonna be a lit night. Regardless who I'm going with, White always pops off. Yeah. So when I lived in Dubai, White was a standard. So when my girls came, it was standard. Like, we were going White that night.
Yeah. So we get there. So I get there basically, and like, I'm going. I have no idea about this club. I'm just an American, tall black guy, locks. I'm like very like unaware of what's going on. So I get in line, I'm walking through thinking this is a regular club, and these people tell me that, like, yo, you can't walk in. Like, they look me up and down, they're like, yo, you're dressed properly for it. But they're basically telling me that, like, this particular night, you need to walk in with a girl. So I almost just called it quits. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna go back home. I'm like, yo, I didn't drive, but the taxi brought me here like 20 minutes from where I was staying. I'm like, yeah, I might as well try to figure this out. So I basically sweet talk like 2 South African girls into letting me come in. They're like, oh yeah, of course, like, bring, like, yo, we can come with us. So just kind of sweet talk them. And so I got in the first 5-10 minutes, like.
1 second.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring it back to the queue. So when I was going into the club with Michelle and Tina, we did actually see Thornton outside with these 2 girls. So obviously I've seen him. He's cute, but not thinking anything of it. Especially when he's with these 2 ladies. Shall I take it from here? Shall I take it from here?
No, not yet. You wanna go?
Go.
Yeah, not yet. So yeah, so like I get into the club, I get lucky. I was like 15 minutes of trying to like sway girls, and like I get these 2 South African girls that wanna bring me in. I get in, go up the elevator, whatever. Whoever watches the video and you know about White, you know how the setup is. I get upstairs, talk for a little bit, and then like I ghost them. I'm like, alright, cool, I'm out. Trying to figure out. So I'm going through White, just looking around. It's packed. Like, it doesn't seem like, based on pictures, White doesn't get as packed as it did. But like this night it was like
T.I. was performing that night.
Yeah,
you said you saw him on your
plane. Yeah, T.I. was on my plane actually.
So T.I. was performing that night. I mean, I don't really care about T.I. that much, but that night my girls are in town, T.I.'s in town. We're like, yep, we're gonna go and see T.I.
Right. So I'm like walking around, I do like a lap. Typical lap on the club. I need to know where, like, the hood of me, I need to know where the exits are, just in case something goes down. So like I do my lap, see what's going on, and then like I step up on this like it's like a stadium, kind of why it's a little bit, it's like a stadium, so like there's different platforms. So like I step into like a level, like the second platform, I think, first or second platform, and then like I randomly started speaking to these two Americans. They're like, oh yeah, where you from, all this stuff. So like small talk, 5-10 minutes, if that. I took a look to the left. Yo, I see this 5'10", 5'9", like 5'10" in the heels.
5'9"
Stallion, dark skin, big eyes, big lips, crazy smile, and I'm like, yo. So like everything these two girls are telling me, like, goes blank. I like go deaf for 2 seconds. Like, people always say like, yo, did you know first sight, love at first sight? Yeah, like it was, to be quite honest, it definitely less at first sight. It was like less at first sight. I don't say love at first sight because it's more of a like, I want like conversation. I think it's more of a conversation. I felt like I felt like, yo, like this is for me, because I manifested the person I wanted. I was like, oh shit. Like after like 3 seconds, I'm like, yo, this can't be it. For me, I kept looking over. I think you could come and jump in now, but like, I kept looking over, and I think we locked eyes, and we both smiled and looked away. And I was like, nah, I gotta get my way over there. But you can kind of dive in a little bit now.
Okay, so obviously conscious of time and don't want to take up too much of your viewing time, but
I gotta listen.
So from my perspective, obviously I've come with my girls now. I'm wearing this cute little two-piece that I made up. One thing that I'm going to talk about on this channel a lot is bargain hunting. So this two-piece that I bargain hunted for that week, looking very, I thought cute. And I'd seen Thornton in the queue, thought, okay, he's cute.
The line.
But didn't think much of it. So we've gone into the club now, and literally, as he said, it was packed. Okay, like you can't breathe type of packed. And this is like the standard like area where if you've just come in, like for ladies it's free, for men you have to pay a certain amount, but that's just the place where everyone is. And then obviously you've got VIP, and the levels kind of go up and up and up and up. So we're like in the communal area, should I say, common area. And my girl Tina's like, nah, like this place is too packed, I can't have fun in this, like it's just too round, blah blah blah. So we're like, oh, what can we do about it? But she was really uncomfortable, so we kind of started to head towards the exit a little bit. But the way why it's set up is kind of like you can leave that main area and still not be outside the club. So we've left that main area, we're upstairs by the reception, and we see one of our friends, okay? And he basically is another teacher in Dubai. Shout out to Abba. We see him come out, so I'm like, oh, that's my boy Abba, but he's coming out VIP. So I'm like, Abba, are you cool? These are my friends. And then on his way back, he's like, listen, we've got a table, why don't you come and chill with us? So Abba's there with his friends, and we go and chill with them on their table. His friends were also visiting Dubai, so they were on holiday. So it was just nice. And then like my friend Tina, who wanted to leave initially, one of his friends went to the same college that she went to, but a different branch. And also, so it was just nice. Like, we were just all talking, drinking, chilling, and it was calm vibes. Obviously we're on the platform bit because we're on VIP, so we're not in like the main area. And this is where I lock eyes with Thornton. So I kind of look to my right. Yeah. I looked to my right, and he's just there in the corner, and yeah, I guess we looked eyes and we smiled, but nothing beyond that. I kept, drinking, and it was vodka. So by the time, maybe like 45 minutes after, maybe T.I.'s performed a little bit, I'm leaning a little bit. So I looked to the right. He's still there. But when I first looked and I smiled at him, he was with these two American girls who I thought were one of them was his girl and one of them was his girl's friend. So when I've looked at him and we've locked eyes, I'm thinking, oh shit, like, because the girls looked at me as well, and I'm thinking, oh shit, so like his girl is going to swing for me basically. So I've quickly looked away. But later on in the night, I looked there again, he's looking at me as well. So I'm like, what's going on with this guy? But by this point, the girls had somehow disappeared. So I'm like, how has he gotten rid of his girl like that? But anyway, I was just like, whatever.
So hold on, to cut you off, they were like the guys that were in the the booth, like I thought one of them was her boyfriend. So like I'm like looking like, like how do I play it? Like honestly, my thing is I just in Dubai I didn't like I was worried about going to jail the whole time. Like I'm just like
Horror story.
yeah, like
Dubai's
yeah,
not really like that.
yeah, Dubai's not like that. But like going into it, I'm like yo, I'm tall, black, locks, like like if I get into anything, it's a wrap. But like I saw her, I'm like dog, like if I go talk to her, and one of these niggas are her man, one of these guys are it's a man, it's a wrap. Either like we gotta fight. It all depends. It's like 5 of them.
Guy always wants to.
There's like 5 of
throw
them.
punches. Why?
There's like 5 of them. And there's only one of me, so like I was like, that's all. That's why I did my lap too, just in case something like that happens. Like I need to know where to hit. If I hit 2 people, I gotta dip. It's like you gotta be smart. Anyways, but like that's what I was contemplating the whole time. So like that's why I got rid of the girls. I found a way to kind of like circle, do a lap. They like left, and I came back.
Bear in mind, he was on his own in VIP. So I'm thinking. But obviously, he was with the girls. So I thought maybe he got a table for him and the girls. So I was like, okay, cool.
Listen, I don't honestly like God. Either God works in some serious ways, or like I just find ways. I just find ways to get things done. Like honestly, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. So like I think.
So I'm gonna take this bit because I was the one that
listen.
But I had to.
Listen, before she says the nonsense that comes out her mouth, I made my way over to her, and I was about to say something, but she said some cute thing. She thinks like she shot her shot, but let her say it.
So obviously I'm tipsy, like extremely. I would maybe say drunk. No, maybe not at that point. I was definitely tipsy at that point.
I would say a little wrong.
You didn't know that I was even drinking, but I was tipsy. Obviously still composed, still looking cute, but I was tipsy. So I've gone over to him. So I keep seeing him in the right side of my eye.
Before she said that, like the thing about it is like if you're smart, like if for some guys, like at least for me in that area, I'm like yo, I'm just gonna put myself in certain places, like little by little, cause I'm like I gotta gauge the guys. But little by little, like I place myself.
He got closer.
Way places that she can see me. I'm like, there's no way I'm not walking out this club without she knowing me. So
I've seen him, and then obviously we're dancing, and then at some point I've just danced over to him, and I've whispered in his ear, and I have said the winning shoot your shot lines.
Honestly, she said just the. For me, she just said. The corniest regular line ever, but all I like the minute she spoke, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a wrap for you. But go ahead, say what you said.
I lean over, I whisper in his ear, I don't like long hair on men, but your locks are beautiful. Or I said your hair's beautiful, something like that. And then he just grabbed me for a wine. I was like, oh, okay.
No, like the minute she spoke to me, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's a wrap. I'm in. Like. You lost. Like it's a chess battle. I'm like, all right, cool. It's over for you for the rest of the night. She was mine. I knew from that point.
Not straight away. We danced. We did a one dance.
Yeah, like
then we split up again, and then we danced again.
Yeah, I made you feel like you didn't know what was going on, but like yeah, I knew what was going on the whole time. Anyways, but yeah, we danced the first time. Then we 10 minutes past. I'm like, nah. I danced with someone else. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me.
Did you?
Yeah. Because there was another girl that liked me. Yeah, the Somalian girl that liked me. I danced with her, but
my guy danced with someone else.
Yeah, I had to dance with her so she know like yo, alright, cool, like I ain't free like that. But yeah, I went back to her, started dancing. We danced for danced
for a while. Michelle filmed us dancing, so maybe we might be able to get a little snippet of us dancing.
Yeah, there was a snippet. It's like a cool 5 seconds of us that she caught dancing, whatever. That night, it was dope. Like that night.
I was performing while we're dancing.
Yeah, she was side.
No, but it was a nice moment.
Yeah.
What was the song? We check burn a check never mind. Anyway, after our dance, I was still very extremely drunk. I went to the girls' toilet. I remember this vividly. I went on my own and my student was in there. I was like, kill me right now. I was so drunk. I was like, rude up. I was like, don't tell anyone you see me like this. It was so embarrassing. And then I came back to the table and all the guys who were on the table had disappeared.
Gone. Yo, gone. I was sitting there at the table like, Like,
they had disappeared. Abba and his friends had disappeared.
Listen. Hold on. Listen, like, for context, I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, she went to the bathroom. She's gonna come back. Like, the dudes, like, seemed like they, like, the way they left. I was like,
bear in mind, a table in Dubai is like
15.
The lower levels like £3,000. Upper levels go up to £15,000.
So like 4,000 in US, at least 4,000 US
Man.
dollars. So like I'm sitting at like the table, like everyone, like yo,
you weren't sitting, you were standing.
I was
but
standing.
You were standing. It was like
I was
if you were
close
a
enough.
waitress, you would have thought that he was on the table.
Because like I had the thing about it, all his friends, the dude's friends had like white shirts, and I had like some crazy pants, but I had the white shirt as well. So like she thought I was with them, and I'm sitting there like she's like, yo, she came to me.
No, before that, I came back from the toilet.
No.
Yeah, where I'm drunk and I was bugging out and I came to get the girls.
I know, no. Before that, like when everyone left, someone the waitress came to me like, yo, what's your friend? I'm like, yo,
they ain't my friends.
Those aren't my people. Those are my. I don't know who they are. You see me right here? I wasn't with her. I came with these two girls over there. But like she was watching the whole time. So like I was again, because the lap that I did in the beginning, I was contemplating how to get out of here. Cause like she about to hit me with some
fat bill,
some crazy bill that I wasn't paying, and like again I wasn't trying to go to jail. So there's that.
But I came out the toilet and obviously I'm seeing that the guys are gone. So I'm like, and bear in mind I'm drunk, so I'm not like conceptualizing why they might have gone. They might be in the toilet, whatever. I just see that the guys are not there, and I know how much the table is. So I'm like, shit, girls, they're gone.
And they dipped.
And when I was like, we need to get up here now, because I don't have £3,000 to pay for this table. So we've literally picked up our stuff, we're all drunk, got in the lift and went downstairs. So we've managed to make this clean escape, thank God for that. And we've gotten downstairs and I've literally, in my drunken state, turned to my friend Michelle and said, oh my God, Michelle, we've left my friend. Bear in mind, I don't know his name. I'm like, we've left my friend upstairs. They're gonna make him pay for the bill. Like I was bugging out. I was very upset about the fact that they were gonna stick this bill on my new friend that I had met, and I didn't know his name, but I just wasn't happy. I was like, no, there's no way that my new friend is gonna pay for the table. So you need to go up there and you need to get him and bring him downstairs as well. So I'm like, there's no way that you can leave this boy upstairs. Because like, that's my friend now. I've just met him, but that's my friend now. So Michelle, I'm like, Michelle, go upstairs, please. Bear in mind, I'm very drunk, so my friends are indulging me a bit more than they should do. So Michelle, bless her soul, jumps in the lift and goes back upstairs. But as she goes upstairs, the lift comes down and out he comes. I'm like, shit. I'm like, shit, Michelle needs to come back down. Obviously, bear in mind, I'm drunk, so I'm leaning up, down. Tina's looking after me and I'm just bugging out.
So
anyway,
she tells me to go back upstairs.
So I tell him, so I'm like, my friend just come to get you. Bear in mind, I don't know him from Adam. So I don't know what happened. I think Michelle came down before you managed to go up.
No. I went up and got her.
And then they both came downstairs. And then it turned out that Abba and his friends had not left the table. They were just in the bathroom or something like that. Obviously, girls go bathroom together, but it's strange when man them do it. And there was like 5 of them. But bless his soul, they weren't trying to stitch us up. They went back to the table and then eventually obviously clocked that we were gone. Bear in mind, the night's not finished, so I just fucked up the whole night.
So it was like 30 minutes before then.
And then they've come down as well.
So at that point, like when I went back and got Michelle, her friend, we're laughing it off, whatever. And then we start walking. Yeah, she was gone. Like my wife was drunk and shit. But we were talking from the elevator, like throughout we walked outside, we were talking, we went outside, sat down.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember most of this. I remember trying to take a picture on the sign. So if you go to Dubai, you'll see like the white sign. It's like a big
I love
white,
Dubai.
White.
Sure
was it I love Dubai?
I think it's I love Dubai.
Something like that. Or I love white, and I was trying to take a picture in front of it, and what I do remember is waking up the next day and having a massive pain on my thigh, and them telling me that was because I fell over. So the whole like kind of after bit, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
I do remember Thornton putting me in the taxi though.
Yeah, so for me, basically, like
Apple was meant to get a taxi for all of us. For some reason, we thought it was a good idea to take our American friend home.
Yeah, honestly, like
if we're being honest with you,
like
I was gonna take my American man home.
To be quite honest, I was like, I was so ready to go back. Like I was gonna go back. We're gonna go back, but like I think
God said,
I think the biggest thing for me was like
no.
Like I know I was
Wait, you didn't make that decision.
I did make the decision.
No, Abba ordered a taxi that was too small.
Yeah,
Abba ordered a taxi. He went to order an XL taxi and he ordered a 5-seater taxi.
No.
So that he was the only man that could come back.
No, that's fine. That's fine. She could say that all she want. I could have easily got an Uber and went right to her house as well. Like, but I was like, nah, it's fine. I walked into the taxi, like, guys exchanged information. You know, there's some slick shit.
Instagram, right?
Yeah, I got Instagram, and I think your WhatsApp as well.
Yeah.
Like, just like, I used to use WhatsApp a little bit just for my parents in Haiti, but like now, like the minute I met her, I was using WhatsApp like it was regular iMessage. But
in the UK, we use WhatsApp all the time.
Yeah.
So it was normal.
So like for me, like, you know, exchange information, got the Instagram, got the WhatsApp, and I told her like, you know, like I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Kissed her on the cheek. Kept it cordial, and like just left her.
Literally, he put me in the taxi, and then like he kissed me on the cheek and then shut the door. And can I just say, that wasn't just for that night. This man puts me in the car every single time. Every time I get in the car, he'll open the door for me. I'll sit in it, and he'll close the door for me every single time. So that first day, I thought he's just being cute, but that is actually like good every day.
So I do that for my mom. You know, you raised like a gentleman. You do. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, so I've been doing that. But yeah, like I basically was trying. I'm like, I think I was more focused on. I knew this is the girl that I wanted. I knew this is the girl I asked for. Like,
did you?
Yeah, I knew.
There and then. No.
Like stature wise, like all the physique and all that stuff. You were fun to speak to the first
and
night.
ladies, I was drunk. Don't a man ever tell you that you can't get drunk in the club?
Nah, she's lucky because she's lucky because like her drunkenness didn't hit like the peak until she got into the thing and she fell asleep. So like she's very. We'll talk about that, her sleeping pattern, like later on in this fucking this channel. But like but yeah, the minute I brought her in the thing, the taxi, I think like 10 minutes later she fell asleep.
We were messaging, I think.
Yeah.
Because I remember waking up to messages and thinking, who the hell was that?
Yeah. We were messaging, and then like I think she hit me with a line that morning. She's like, yo, like I'm not usually like that. I don't think we should meet because like that's not.
No, let me tell you that.
No. She's like
I need to tell you the context of that. Okay, so in the morning, I must have passed out on the sofa maybe. In the morning, I wake up now and I see a request because my page was private. Obviously, I was teaching at the time. My page was private. So I see a request from Thought and Paul. I'm like, who's that? And I click on it. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, that's the guy from last night. I'm like, oh my god, he looks even better. My pictures are pop. I've been chilling. Listen. I've been chilling on Instagram. Don't let that fool you. I got some shit waiting for her with her though. But I got some shit coming. But go ahead. At the time, he was modeling. He'd just done Essence. I'm like, who is this guy? He had this video promoting his book. Yeah. So bear in mind, he was about to release the book just after we met, and the book was all about love and like his love letters to his future wife, ironically. And he had recorded a promotional video where he was rolling around in the sheets with some girl. But it was so sensual. I was like, God damn, I need me some of that. So I remember opening his page, and then I'm like, ah! And then my girls are like, what? And then I'm like, don't like anything. Like, I don't want him to know I've been on his page, blah, blah, blah. And then we get up and like he's danced like on his page, he likes to dance to compa. He likes to dance compa and zouk. So like he has songs on his page that was like very sensual, so we were playing the songs, like we were nerds playing the songs and all of this. Anyway, that day we had scheduled to go to the beach, so I think I didn't message you that morning until I got to the beach. My first message was that message. So we got to the beach and we were meant to see him, so I told him that I was going to tell him. I think I was meant to see that day. I think we were meant to see him that day. I told him the night before that we were going to the beach. I didn't realise I told him, but Michelle and Tina were like, yeah, you invited him to the beach today. We've gotten to the beach now. We've invited Abba, because obviously Abba like brought us into the VIP the day before. He got on really well with my friends, so we were like, yeah, come to the beach. But when we got to the beach, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't know him from anywhere. Like, I can't. Like, how am I gonna bring him out with my friends? Like, it was just That's a cheeky dance. Like, it's like serious. So I sent her some message like, it was really nice meeting you, but like this is definitely not me. So I think we're gonna call it quits right here and now. We're not gonna do the beach. And he replied with the sweetest, like most polite message, like thank you for letting me know. Like, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. Kind of enjoy the rest of your girls trip. Da, 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 da. So I'm sitting there reading the message thinking, who the hell is this? Like,
Chess.
who is this? Like,
Chess.
why is he not calling me a dumb
Chess.
bitch?
Because honestly, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm like, what's mine?
Him on.
What's mine's is mine, and like, all you
so
gotta do
right.
is like, you know, you don't ruin things. You keep relationship, keep it open.
He was
Be
really,
nice.
really polite, and like me and Michelle and Tina were like, fuck, like, why can he just be rude about it?
I'm like, to me, like, I'm never gonna call a woman out her name. I'm not gonna get mad about it. If that's how she felt, like, that's how she felt. But I'm like, and to be honest, like, I was like, damn. But then, like, I'm like, yo, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But the thing about it, I secretly knew I would get a message later. I knew.
I didn't know. That wasn't my idea.
I knew I was gonna get a message later. Like, I was like, I didn't know when. I didn't know if it was at the end of the show. I didn't know it that night. I just knew I was gonna get a message later. And lo and behold, I get an invite for a movie night.
So he went to the desert instead of coming beach.
Yeah, I went because I had something planned already. I had because I had the excursion to like, you know, the basic tourist shit. So like, yeah, did like the Dubai experience where you see people like eating fire, flipping around and shit.
Yeah.
And then I get a text.
Well, actually, before he got the text, we went to go eat. So we finished with the beach now. We've gone to go eat at my favorite spot. What was it? So Buffalo Wild Wings, okay? So me and my girls, every time we go to the beach, we go Buffalo Wild Wings because it's just opposite. That was like a thing for us. So when my girls came down, I was like, yeah, we're going Buffalo Wild Wings.
I don't want to say guys.
So we're going to get this wrapped up soon. We head to Buffalo Wild Wings, and when we're in Buffalo Wild Wings, obviously I think I was following him at this point, obviously, because I had seen his page. So I'd followed him, but obviously he said that we weren't going to talk, whatever. But we see him post.
You said that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
And then I see him post a picture from the dunes. We're thinking, God damn, like, this guy is something, you know? He's like something. At this point, we're with Abba, and Abba, shout out to Abba. This would not exist without Abba. Abba, we were thinking, like, what we're going to do tonight. We were meant to go out, but we were so tired because we'd like literally gone out, so we were exhausted. Abba's like, why don't we just do a movie night? Or one of us said, why don't we just do a movie night? And Abba's like, why don't you invite your friend? I'm thinking, is this guy alright? Like, why would I invite a random man to my apartment? That doesn't make sense. Michelle now thinks this is a great idea, takes my phone and types a message to Thornton asking him to come.
This is a group effort.
This is a group effort. My house in the night to watch a movie.
So fellas,
and Abba had agreed to also join us. Fellas, when these girls are taking that long to text, like it's a group effort. It's going through 5 different channels, making sure it's proofread, making sure it's said subtly but not too much. Not too forward.
Like it's going through situations. So like, yo, just relax. Let God do what He needs to do. Anyways.
So we sent the message now. And obviously we know that he's at the dunes because he's just posted from the dunes or like posted from around there or whatever.
They don't know where I'm at, but they think I'm at. But they got lucky, yeah.
And then we leave the Buffalo Wild Wings. We're thinking, no, he's not gonna get back. Like, he's not gonna message back. And obviously I was driving, so I'm driving on the way home, and we get a ping. And that ping says, yeah, I'll be there at 10. Literally, I swear to you, I'm not even joking. We all went, ah! And we screamed and rushed home. And when we got home, we were like, shit, like this apartment is a shithole. I don't know what came over us. You know what girls are like on holiday? Or makeup, hair, clothes, everything was just everywhere. Don't know what came over us. But we had invited him, and we had no food in the house, we had no drink in the house, and the house is a hot mess. So we rushed home, literally rushed. Got home, cleaned the whole house. We called in Dubai. Listen, life is sweet in Dubai. You can order anything that you want to order to come to your house, like in the next kind of 5 minutes. So we order drinks to come to the house. So they literally will bring it on a motorcycle. We clean the house, we shower, and I decided not to wear any makeup that day because I was like, boy, if you don't like me like this, then
I think she just didn't have time.
I couldn't be bothered.
She didn't have time.
And then yeah.
So context for my situation, I get the text. I look, I'm like, I see her name, I'm like, look at God. I get the text. She's like, yo, like, you know, I know you're by yourself. You know, we wanted to invite you to.
I know you might be lonely.
I remember all this shit. Like, I know you might be lonely or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm not lonely, but you know, I'm coming to you. I see that text. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, of course, yeah, I'll be down. I'm just finishing up this excursion thing, and I'll be over there. And like, I think for me, I was plotting immediately because my hair was like kind of messed up because of the sand.
He's dramatic.
Like,
even now, he's saying his hair's messed up.
Yeah, like for me, like come on, like if whatever, like you take your hair looks the same way because you take care of it, and I took care of it. I'll do like a hair routine for y'all later on. Anyway, but yeah, like so, like the minute I get that, like they wasn't taking us out for another hour, so I let her know like, yeah, I'll be there at 10. So I go back, I'm taking my hair out in the taxi back,
as in taking them out of these
the three strand, like so they're curly.
Individually.
So like,
bear in mind, I met him the night before with his hair like
style.
packed up in some style.
So 2 days time, she's seen like
3 hairstyles, one on the gram, one in the club, and one in my house.
Yeah, hit her with 2 different. She didn't know what to do with herself. She didn't know. But like, if you were locked, I had the crinkly, like the curls, beard flowing, skin popping. Dubai was beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Anyways, yeah, I get back. I get the information for her apartment. This is where like shit like I had to decide if I was gonna go for it or not. She sent me the address, and like I couldn't really find it on Google Maps because like in Dubai, like there's a lot of new properties coming up and like things weren't really like mapped out properly yet. I didn't know that. I'm on vacation and I've seen and heard some shit where dudes get set up, they get eaten up alive, they get shot at. So I'm like, listen, I don't see this. Like, is this a ditch? It's just like a Death Valley.
The taxi driver didn't
even I put in the Uber. The Uber driver was like, yo, I don't even know what this is, bro. And I'm like, huh. I call her, I'm like, yo, or a message her like, yo, you sure this is the right address? She's like, yeah, it's this new, like she says the whole like, yeah, it's new area, whatever, this and that.
The whole thing, not the building, the whole area.
Yeah, it's new, yeah.
Development.
So for me, I believe her, but I don't believe her. I don't know you. And there's three girls there. Like,
and it's 10 p.m. in Dubai,
like,
so it's dark.
So like, yeah, it's really dark. Like, so I come, I make sure I have my shorts on. I have like, you know, my t-shirt. I had like some t-shirt like this on. And I'm like, yo, like, just in case these girls try to jump me for my money or whatever like that, like, I could hit one, get elbow the other. I'm nimble. That's all I was thinking about. Like, yo, just in case it's a setup. Just be like, cause again, like, I'm the stupid American that like is chasing a girl. Like, yo, girls, women, the power of you is just powerful enough to like just have me go crazy, clearly, and like think that I'm gonna die and I was ready to risk it all. But essentially we get there, she's right there. I'm like, all right, cool, no makeup on, like, but like you don't see it, she's gorgeous. And I think the first, like, she looked at me, I caught the look. She doesn't know her facial reaction, but she did some lip biting, some lip.
I did not lip biting.
Not lip biting, but she lipped her lips and like she lipped her lips. She did one of those, and I'm like, hello, how you doing? She did that. She did that. I held on to that one. She did that, but like we go back to her apartment. She was like, her friends were there. You know, we were just communicating, conversation the whole time. She was like, at first, I was sitting on the couch, and she was like,
everyone else was on the couch, and I was sitting like somewhere else.
But she was at a certain angle, so she could look at me directly. She was firing questions. She was just like firing. Like, what? Do you have a wife? Do you have kids? Do you have children? Do you have kids? Like, I'm like, do you have a wife at home? Whatever. I'm like, she must think I'm like some Haitian, Nigerian, African uncle or some shit like that. I had a whole family in there. I'm like, understandable.
He said he was 30, which obviously shocked me, but I'm
20,
like,
you're 30. No.
29, sorry.
Yeah.
I know 29, like, there's a possibility that you have a family back home.
Yeah, which I understand. Like,
let's be transparent. You know what I mean? Say your situation.
Yeah.
So I was asking him a lot of questions.
Yeah, she asked me a lot of questions.
I asked him if he knew how to dance, at which point everybody collapsed in laughter, because obviously the night before we had been doing some sensual something, and obviously I was drunk, so I did not remember any of that. So everyone's laughing. I'm looking at them thinking, what's wrong wrong with you
She's
people?
foolish. She's foolish.
And then literally, slowly, it came back to us. Oh, yeah, you can dance.
Basically, I brought her to the ground. She couldn't handle it.
In the club.
Like the Caribbean,
I'm stiff as shit.
The Caribbean waistline was it? She wasn't ready for that. She didn't know what I could do. The knees were oiled. She wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So I hit her with some shit. She was like, wow. And then but basically that night we had an amazing night. We stayed up.
We all stayed up in the living room.
4:00 in the morning, like from 10.
We stayed up to what are you talking about 4:00?
Oh,
we stayed up I kept falling asleep because if you know me, you know I sleep a lot. But we were watching Netflix. It was me, him, Michelle, Abba and Tina.
Yep.
And we basically stayed up. We watched we watched literally the whole second season.
Yeah, honestly,
we watched a couple of things, and basically at 8 a.m. he's like, "Listen, I gotta go back."
No. It was I would have stayed. To be quite honest, I would have stayed. But
I had tutoring.
She had a tutor. Yeah, so I was like, yo, damn. All right, cool.
I had to tutor. I was exhausted because I hadn't
So
slept
we
properly.
stayed up the whole night. She had to go tutoring, and basically we were talking from that point on. We were talking the whole time. We're gonna kind of fast forward this last few parts, but basically
we planned to meet.
Yeah, we planned to meet at the Dubai Mall. I came. She was in if you ever I'm gonna put up Dubai 8 p.m. in Dubai. She was in this beautiful yellow dress.
Another bargain, guys.
Yellow, and her skin is yellow. Oh my god, I can't even speak. That dress, I wanted to get her pregnant. I'm sorry, whatever it is.
Now that I want to be pregnant, my mind doesn't want to get me pregnant.
No. Anyways, I wanted to get her pregnant. That minute I saw her, I was like, yo.
In Dubai Mall.
In Dubai Mall. So we chilled. We ended up going to this bar. After on
360.
I had to I was tripping. I was tripping because I had to leave
that night.
So I got one of those packages.
And you didn't have his luggage on him.
Yeah, I had one of those packages where I was I would leave at
late.
Maybe 2:00 in the morning. It was 9:10.
No, it was 9. It was 8, 9.
Yeah, but it was 10 when I left. Whatever.
Yeah.
10, maybe even later. But we
took this really long walk because basically he left his stuff in the car, and the car was far away from where we were, and I don't know if it was a setup. Maybe it was a setup. Knowing him, it was strategic. But he left his stuff in the car. We then had to take this really long walk, maybe 10-15 minutes back to the car, and we got to the front of the hotel. We were walking obviously towards.
No. Wait. Yeah, so we chilled at the bar with her friends and stuff like that. Then I had to go. I said my goodbyes to people in Dubai. I was sick. And I did not want to leave at all.
We didn't talk about jobs and stuff.
Yeah, I was
trying to be a primary school teacher. I was
contemplating being a teacher for this fucking girl. I'm yo, I gotta come back. The weather, this chocolate, I wanted all of it. Anyways, we take this long ass walk. So this is the whole I've never felt intense emotion, intense hurt immediately. It was the craziest pain ever. I'm yo, I can't leave. I knew that. I think I knew when I was with her in the apartment, but those feelings when we left, when we did this long walk, it felt like ages. But we spoke about so much stuff, and basically she was trying to figure yo, you sure?
So see, you're spinning me all this stuff.
Yeah, she thought I was bullshit. I'm yo, listen, yo, I'm coming back.
He kept saying that.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. But I was yo, I want to keep speaking to you. It was. I never felt I don't think I've ever felt like that before. I did not ever feel like that before in my life. I probably felt those kind of emotions when I lost championship game in basketball. But that's the closest kind of emotion I felt to that. My fucking stomach was turning in knots. Butterflies. We were so sad, and I was in front of the hotel. We hugged.
It was a really long hug.
Energy, energy is so real. I felt everything was vibrating. I felt like I was floating. I don't care how corny that sounds. I just felt like I was floating. But at the same time, yo, chill out, bro. At the same time, I didn't realize in Dubai, if you're not married,
you ain't supposed to be touching. Okay, you ain't supposed to be touching. You ain't supposed to be kissing. You ain't supposed to be holding hands. You ain't supposed to do nothing like that.
Anyways,
I'm pressing my American accent.
Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, I didn't realize in Dubai, you can't be hugging, you can't be holding hands, you can't be doing anything if you're not married. So basically, I was hugging her, I held her tight, like I didn't want to let her go. I was gonna kiss her, but she's like, yo, look behind you.
I'm like, chill.
Like,
obviously, I live out there, so I'm like, yo,
I'm like, what are you talking about? I look behind me, there's like 6, 7 guys just staring at us. I was like, and she's like, yo, she whispered in my ear, like, yo, like we can't do this in public like that if we're not married. So I was like, oh, okay. So I backed up, shook her hand, got my stuff, and like hugged her one more time, and I'm like, oh, I'll message you. I'll message you the whole time, so keep your phone on you. And that was like the saddest, like,
that was hard.
packing situations.
That was hard.
I felt like I was leaving like a different country, like I left my loved one, like it was crazy. I never understood like why.
And that was day 2.
Yeah, of meeting her. 2. No, was it?
Yeah, it was the next day.
No, because it was.
Oh, day. Well, we met the night.
That night, yeah. So basically, like
48 hours.
It was a third interaction.
48 hours in Dubai.
Yeah, 48 hours of love in Dubai. Like third interaction, basically, and like from that moment on. It's been non-stop. Like that's how I met my wife in Dubai. 640 miles away from Boston, I found the love of my life. It was crazy. Like my heart's like jumping a little bit now. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like the craziest feeling in the world. Like I knew I was like. At that point, I'm like, oh, I'm coming back for you. Like that term, there's like a term that we would always say. Like I think there's 2 things. Where it's like I'm always coming back to you, and I'm like, I would always. She like, I get to a point where we were just deeply talking. She's like, yo, you can't let me down. And it was like, like that kept like that stayed with me. So I'm like, yo, like I'm just gonna make this work like crazy.
We'll come back, I think.
Later on, like how like
long distance dating and like how we made it work. But that's kind of like how we met story. In a nutshell, we've told this story so many times, and every time we tell it, like people are like, "Oh, you guys should make a YouTube, basically."
Yeah. You know how people always say like, I everybody's been asking us to do YouTube. Like,
they actually have.
Like they actually have.
Like, they legitimately have.
I kind of want to always say that. It's annoying when people say that shit, cause like no one's asking you for shit. But like some people have asked us, like we kind of want to do it. We kind of just want to showcase. We're both 2 people that don't really care to be on camera as much. So like
I like taking pictures, but I don't like the sound of my voice on camera.
Yeah, I don't really care for the sound of my voice either. But like this is more so like we want to kind of showcase this raw feelings, raw emotion. Like there's someone out there that probably needs some kind of encouragement or guidance to like how to approach a situation.
Or like me, like if it wasn't for this situation, I never believed that you can like fall in love with someone quick, like from the minute you meet them type of thing. So you might be thinking, I've met someone, I really like them, like are these feelings real? I think the rest of our videos are kind of going to touch on long distance dating, his big ass move from Boston to London or Dartford,
the visa process. I think
really
one big thing too, like I want to speak about like manifestation, because like I think one thing I spoke to one of my cousins about it, Jessica, shout out to Jessica. But like before I said, like we had a conversation like maybe 3 years before that, 2 years before that. I was like, yo, like I don't randomly at a party. I'm like, yo, like I just stopped and just had like a come to God moment. I'm like, yo, like my wife is in this city. I don't think it's in this country, bro. Like she's probably in London somewhere.
You didn't say London.
Yeah, ask her. Yeah, she said it. She's probably in London somewhere. Yeah, I was like, yo, lo and behold, my wife was in Dubai from London, and we found a way back in London. Like, yo, the power of your tongue. It's not like a religious thing. This is more so like, yo, speak what you want to existence. Keep positivity on your tongue. It is powerful. Like 3 years, I would never known that. Like every other person that I probably dealt with, interacted with, probably was a stepping stone. Like not in a bad way. Like all people I've interacted with, like were beneficial in my life to some degree, but all of it was to meet her, like, and be ready for her. Like however you want to call it, it was the right move, the best move to feel, to understand what real feelings feel like, to understand what all this like crazy butterflies love, like what it meant,
butterflies love.
like, and I just honestly, like, I knew I was looking at tickets for it, like as soon as possible, because I was changing
We need
jobs.
to come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But yeah, thank you guys for.
Can I just
Go ahead.
one more thing?
Hold on 1 second.
Just one more little thing.
Hurry up.
This has made me believe, that the people in 90 Day Fiancé might not be lying, okay? They might actually have fallen in love in 9 days. But yeah, this is basically our 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, she actually loves 90 Day Fiancé as
Story.
well. But like, yeah, honestly, like, yo, thank you guys for tuning into our first video.
It was extremely long. We do apologize. Our future videos will not be this long.
Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys give us some good reviews. We'd love to hear what you guys want to hear from us.
Check out our blog, themelanatedlove.com.
Yeah, we'll put all the links down in the info box.
Down below.
You always want to do that. She always want to do that. Anyways, yeah, like give, like, honestly, like, you know, iron sharpen iron. Give us anything, like, beautiful content, like, you know, positivity, like, or if there's like critique on like anything you could think of, yo, I'm open to listening to it. I'm not like that hard strung. I don't think she is either. So to thank you guys for listening, and you know, have a great one. You want to do like that? Yeah.
The Melanated Love signing out.